It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up, it'll be no holds barred between NFC East rivals. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys under the lights on Monday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the heart of Texas and the spectacular AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Good to be in the booth with my partner Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Welcome, and Greg, this is one of those that's worthy of prime time because wide receivers love the spotlight as much as any position group in the league, and we got two guys who shine under the lights here tonight.
And I think where it's going to be really fun and get interesting to watch, Mike, is in those critical situations. The game's on the line, third down, red zone, gotta have it moments. There is no mystery. Both these sidelines, they know exactly where the ball's going, and they're just going to say, I dare you to stop them. These are two prime, elite wide receivers in the National Football League. Night game, prime time, they're looking to put on a show.
It's Jake Elliott ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go from spectacular AT&T Stadium. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
And here we see Dak Prescott taking the field, Mike, coming off what a lot of people thought was an MVP caliber season. He finished runner-up, of course, to Lamar Jackson. And people love to nitpick Dak's game. I don't know if it's because he plays for the Cowboys and people love to hate, but regardless, he is as talented as they come. He is the leader of that team. He needs to have the postseason success that he has found in the regular season. Once he does that, I'm not sure what's left to nitpick.
On second down, it's Dak. A pass caught by the veteran. That's Brandon Cooks. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Pistol now for Prescott. Pass completed right side to Ferguson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, there's fast starts, Mike, and then there's this. It just seems like it's completion after completion, and now they find themselves in plus territory. Every team has their fringe red zone down to their red zone plan, and once you cross midfield, you got to be thinking 6, at the worst 3, but you're coming away with points.
They'll play action. It's Prescott. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down. A first carry now for Rico Dowdle. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. On the ground, it's Dowdle. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Jordan Davis, the man in the middle, brings it to an end. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Got a man, that's Tolbert. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by their rookie first-round pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time, and leading them out, their quarterback. It's Jalen Hurts.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? I mean, think back, whether it was Alabama to Oklahoma to being a Heisman finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. His development has been fun to watch, and now he's universally considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win, they're going to need him to be just that.
To the air right away is Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Third down. 3 to go. To throw is Hurts. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
On the ground, this is Barkley. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd down.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. There's the tight end, Grant Calcaterra. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. And they'll throw here with Hurts. That's complete. Tight end Goddard. 12 yards on that hookup. 1st down, Philadelphia.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Hurts to the air on 1st down. He's going to run it.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
They face 2nd down and 7. They'll run it here with Saquon. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming. Now Hurts. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
This will be returned from the 2. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. That's going to be incomplete. And it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
And that will wind up incomplete. 0-0 on the clock. The first quarter has come to an end. So we've played one quarter here on a Monday night. 3-0 is our score. We're back to Arlington in a moment. Two incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. That's good for a Dallas first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success. I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
The open man is Tolbert. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. They'll throw again. Dak. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And he will get into the end zone. Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Dallas.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Cowboys move out to a 7-3 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. For the return, here comes Britton Covey. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense ready for their second possession. They trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Not much to speak of on that one, maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Hurts now. That's to the right side. Caught by Goddard. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Talk about a thing of beauty. Mike, did you see how many tight ends were on the field on that last play? They call it 13 personnel because there's 1 running back, 3 tight ends, 1 wide receiver. So everybody on defense is thinking run. They catch them off guard a little with the pass, and they take advantage of it with a big gain downfield.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
That's caught. Saquon Barkley. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And he has got this one all the way down to the 2-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So the big play gets him down close. And now it's 1st and goal. Here's Barkley. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles.
Now remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Eagles are on top. It's now 10-7. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Cavante Turpin on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll run with Dowdle. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's a carry for Dowdle. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Jalen Carter out of Georgia makes the tackle.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations. The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, the veteran Brian Anger on to punt for Dallas. Britton Covey deep for the Eagles. That's taken at about the 14. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Barkley. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Looking middle, and he's got Brown. And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the 1st half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
The ability to generate explosive plays is the greatest correlation with the ability to score points. So every defense nowadays is trying to say, cannot let them throw the ball over our head. But what does that do? Gets you a little bit more depth in your drops. Makes it a little bit easier for some of these check down pickups.
A pistol snap back to Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down. Hurts will try it again. To the left side, it's caught by Brown. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And an Eagle 1st down.
Here's 1st and 10. Again, Hurts. And this throw batted away and incomplete. Trayvon Diggs, tight coverage, and he knocks that one away.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. That's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball.
Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
On 4th down, here comes Jake Elliott for the Philadelphia field goal. This a 57-yard attempt. First down, Prescott. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. Dak going to throw it here on first down. Pass completed right side to Ferguson. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This is stretching it. It'll be a 68-yard attempt. And as expected, this one's not going to get there. It's no good. So we've hit halftime, and it's the visitors, the Eagles, out on top. As we'll send you over to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by. He's got the EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in, everyone.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Here's Gainwell to return. And they'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Eagles offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Now Barkley. And he's trying to turn the corner, but will not do it. Brought down behind the line.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Back to the middle of the field and caught by Cooks. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Oh, man, left wide open. Good play design there. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. Now Aubrey for the extra point. The kick is good. The Cowboys are on top. It's 14-10. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here's Gainwell to return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. A run with Barkley. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Hendricks. And he won't be able to take it all the way in, but that is a great return, and they are set up 1st and goal. A shotgun snap for Prescott. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and They got some big plays in their future.
This pass right side, caught by Lamb. And he's into the end zone. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Cowboys are out to a 21-10 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here's Gainwell to return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. They'll look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one as they come up on a first down. Hurts working in the pistol. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Micah Parsons. Well, the quarterback trying to find somebody open there, but that time, instead of finding his running back, it goes back the other way for a defensive score.
Mike, I think this is just one of those cases where the quarterback's just a little too casual with the throw. He kind of goes to his running back late on the check down. He never sees the defender until he's chasing him on his way for the touchdown.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here's Gainwell to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
He's got this one complete to Goddard. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Philadelphia. To the air again. Hurts. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Hurts again. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. Here's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Hurts. A short throw taken in by Goddard. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Deron Bland. Good coverage, and he gets his hands on that one.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Really nice answer to the previous drive from this quarterback. You want to play at this league and you want to play for a long time, you better have a short-term memory because mistakes are going to happen. Really nice job here bouncing back, putting together a promising drive, and
to the goal line and in. C.J. Uzama. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. Now Hurts and the Eagles will try the two-point conversion. Now they'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for two is unsuccessful. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. There's CeeDee Lamb heading back out there with the rest of his Cowboys teammates. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. That's to the left side, he's got Ferguson.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on them early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
There's that man again, another catch.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
It's a pickup of 12. First down, Cowboys.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll throw again, Dak. The open man is Tolbert. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
The ball comes out. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. On the play fake, Dak. Catch is made. That is Schoonmaker. And he's going to lose yardage here. That's the way they'll switch ends as this third quarter has come to an end. This a must-stop for this defense, facing third and long. He'll let this go deep for Tolbert. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
And he missed it. It's no good. And their lead will stay right where it is.
You have to give them credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
The visitors' offense ready to take over once more. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is first and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. To throw is Hurts. And that ball incomplete over the middle. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And third down coming up. Now Hurts. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs. Dak gonna work it to Lamb on the RPO.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's gonna lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
And take this inside the 40 to the 39, but most importantly, they've got it. That's a first down.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Eagles' 35-yard line.
Prescott. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and a yard. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the possession. So that's a huge first down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
Pass completed right side to Ferguson. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. So the Eagles will use their first time out here. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now Prescott. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 4th down.
On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This will be just inside 60, a 59-yard field goal attempt. He'd missed twice already, but this one goes through. And the Cowboys will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The visitors' offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. He finds Jahan Dotson. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Got to make something happen, so they'll press the tempo a bit. Hurts will try it again. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10. Again, Hurts. A ball deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver there. And it'll be 3rd down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's complete. Tight end Goddard. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. One timeout at their disposal, but the more pressing need, they have to score twice. It's 1st and 10. Man in motion is Smith. They'll drop to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone. He was trying to find Saquon Barkley coming out of the backfield. And that will lead to a 2nd down. Hurts again. He's got it inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
And now, some of the new thinking. They're down 9, but they're going to go for 2 here. To the air again. Hurts. He'll swing that out wide, and he will score. So the risk pays off. That new math looks good when it works. The 2-pointer cuts the lead to 7. With 1 timeout remaining, all they can really do here is try to recover an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
Now, Dowdle. And he'll get about 5. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. They'll stick with him again, and he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. So, pressure kick coming now for Brandon Aubrey. This to make it a 2-possession lead. This one has plenty of leg. And it is good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Hurts to the air on first down. He'll let this go for Goddard. That's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. That's the safety, Malik Hooker. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Cowboys as we say so long from Arlington.